Discontinued
Gravy.
gravy.
Discontinued gravy.
Goal. To simplify life and make it fun.
Because we've been there.
I mean, we're in our mid-20s.
So you've seen it all.
This is
Discontinued.
gravy.
What was that? I liked it.
No idea.
Why don't you do it more?
I don't know. I was feeling it today.
I guess then you just wouldn't be yourself then otherwise.
No, I wouldn't be. I'm just a crazy guy looking for a crazy time.
Hear that, ladies?
He is single and ready to mingle.
Yeah, the day that Nick lets me sign him up for a dating app. Ooh, that's going to be an episode. Nick is like scared.
Have I told you need to work with somebody on that?
Yes, but we haven't been given permission yet. I'm waiting for that moment.
Okay.
Might be sooner than you think, ladies. Hey.
That's all Krysta's waiting for. Not even her wedding is they're this excited.
No, not even. Like,
kidding.
my anniversary was of being engaged was like yesterday or the day before.
Yeah.
And like 4 p.m. rolls around and I was like, hey, happy anniversary, by the way.
Hey, look at that. Wow.
Wow. To
Anyway,
be fair, we're hard at work at getting the venue ready for the wedding.
No, of course.
And we
you're
did
working
go
on it.
get ice cream to celebrate.
Amazing.
Amazing.
I love it. We stand. But how you doing other than that?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. I felt like this podcast was going to get taken away from me, not going to lie. For those of you who don't know, my fiance Spencer can steal my friends quite easily, and Nick is one that I'm very protective of. He started talking sports, and I was like, I can't compete with that. I just can't. Yes, for a good like half an hour, I got kicked off the podcast.
I was coming back to you.
I know. Nick Snapchatted me. He was like,
Snapchatted
I'm here.
you.
Don't worry.
I know what's happening.
Yeah. No worries. It's fine. I'm over it.
Sure you are.
Okay, Nick,
Sure
tell
you
me
are.
how you are, because you sound like you're in a lot better place than me right now.
Doing fine. Not much new with me. It was sunny this weekend, and the literal only 2 days of sun we've had, and I already got sunburnt, so that's good. Got it on
Pale
my
person problems.
got it on my arm there. You can see, and it's on the back of my neck. I was outside barbecuing this weekend because we were showing off some of our Traeger barbecues over at the depot, and I got to be head chef. I cooked some fucking amazing meat on Saturday. Holy
Wait,
fuck.
you guys just didn't do like hot dogs and something cheap?
No, we cooked a full-on beef tenderloin, and I
Yeah.
smoked that on super smoke for an hour on 180, and then I cranked it up to 400 for like half an hour. I've never had such meat so good. That
Wow.
beef tenderloin was amazing, and I have other people who think I'm like a master chef now after how good that was.
Nick is a master smoker.
And now I want one. I have no space for one.
And yeah, I
But
don't
it's
think your
open.
patio even has room for that.
I got a barbecue.
On your patio?
Yeah. I
Damn.
got the Weber Spirit 215 LP. Come on, man.
Oh, no way. When did you get that?
Since always. We had a bigger one on here earlier when we moved in because we had a Genesis when we were at my other place. And I understand I'm saying these names and nobody's going to understand what I'm talking about.
Hey, you
But,
got
we
to
had a
pitch them
Genesis.
to the dudes that do know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so the Genesis is a larger version of the Webers. And then we gave that to my sister because we needed a smaller one because it was taking up so much space. So we got the little Spirit 2-burner. It's a nice little barbecue right there. But smoking is not really a huge thing in Canada in recent times. But smokers are on the nice thing about smokers is that they're electric. Like, they're a plug-in, so it's not like a gas. Some places don't allow gas barbecues and stuff like that. So this one's actually electric. You actually plug it in, so you plug it in for the auger, and then the wood pellets fires it up and gives you that grill.
Ooh.
So it's kind of a little trick behind the little get behind everybody. But anyway, so I was cooking all weekend, and it was a nice weekend. I got paid to do that shit. I just stood outside selling barbecues and cooking food. It was not much better.
Nick's like, how can I make this happen every weekend?
It's going to be the rest of every weekend in May, except for the days that I'm not there, so.
Hey, that's pretty awesome.
Not bad, not bad. But anyway, yeah, I'm all good. I'm going to a concert on Thursday. I'm going to America for the first time in like 3 years on Thursday.
Are you flying? Cool. Are you driving? What's happening?
I'm driving.
Damn.
Drive down, then I drive back because I work on Friday.
Why do you do this to yourself?
Because I needed the Saturday off. I'm broadcasting on Saturday. What is it that we said last week? You gotta make the room for this joy. Create space for joy.
And it makes resiliency to make that happen.
Nick's gonna be really resilient this weekend, driving down to Seattle and driving back after the concert, which ends at 10 p.m.
Yeah, I would suggest probably, maybe just to get a hotel and leave really early. But
there's an option. I might be able to.
Because Seattle's like 3 hours.
Yeah.
It's not like you're going to Bellingham where it's like, oh, that's like an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah. We'll see how I feel. I think I'm going to be all right.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Who are you going with?
No one.
Hey!
No one said yes. No one.
What?
I asked. One person who lives in the States, she's in Oregon right now, was going to, but she couldn't find anyone to take care of her dog, and her dog needs meds and stuff like that, so she was unable to come, and then nobody else wanted to come.
And Oregon's a little bit farther to go too.
Yeah, she was willing. I mean, she's from the Seattle area anyway, and she had the 2 days off. She's like, yeah, absolutely. But anyway, and then, I mean, I have 2 tickets. I bought 2 tickets. They were like $20, so it's not like I'm like, oh my god, I have to get somebody. But
honestly, I love that. I wish I was confident enough in myself to do something like that.
Yeah, I'm not usually, but it's like the band's out of Australia, and I don't know the next time they're gonna come around.
Yeah, like you would probably have to go to Australia.
Yeah, like, well, that, or, I mean, they're clearly big enough. I mean, they're selling out shows in America, which is cool, but it's, like 3 years from now, where the hell am I going to be? Am I going to be able to do a random trip to America again? No.
You know what? That's a really good point. I forget to think about living in the now.
Yeah. Also, I have Nexus, so I'm zooming through, and the fact that I don't have another person that has a passport and not Nexus will save me a ton of time.
Nexus. It's good to be those people.
Do you have Nexus?
Yeah, I have Nexus. My passport's expired, though, and you're not supposed to travel with an expired passport, even if your Nexus is in date.
I mean, fair enough.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I doubt they would look that up, that type of information,
No,
but you're a trusted traveler, and I really don't want to screw that over.
No, you don't. Once I think once you're out, you're out.
Yeah, it's like one of those things. You do them wrong, there's no coming back.
Yeah, you no.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my week. That's gonna be a story next week. On a podcast,
Absolutely, you better voice note yourself while you're driving back and down.
So come on back next week, and we'll have a full story on how that Thursday went. Anyway,
oh man, it's gonna be a busy week. I have a busy weekend planned too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, getting the venue ready. I have my makeup trial for my wedding.
Ooh, wow.
And a few other things happening. So your girl's busy.
The girl's busy. She's doing you. She's doing her.
She's doing her. She's freaking out a bit. Her wedding's less than 2 months, but she got it.
She's ready.
I think so, at least.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. At the end of the day, you're good. You're gonna do great. You're gonna be great, and it's gonna be you. You're gonna like it.
Yeah, it's so funny that you say that though, because I feel like when you're younger, you think about the type of person you're going to be when you get married, right? You're like, oh, I'm gonna accomplish this much. I'm gonna look like this. I'm gonna be this far along in my career by the time I'm married. Right? Like, I feel like a 13-year-old Krysta. I had all these things I had all planned out.
Sure.
right? Like, oh, I was going to date the guy for 4 years. I was going to be like a manager or something at work, and I was definitely not going to be in events.
Yeah.
And I was going to be like in the best shape of my life, and then my boobs were going to be gone. Just like all these things. It's like, why did I think that, first of all?
Yeah.
Like, what? Why did I want that? Why did I want to predict my life to a T? I was like, going to date the guy for 4 years. We're going to be engaged for 2. Then we're going to pop out kids straight away. That was originally the thought process. No, I was with the guy for a year, engaged for a year. But I've known him for like 8 years, so it's a little different.
Life doesn't always go the way you planned.
Yeah,
Doesn't
necessarily.
No.
But, you kind of grow to like it. The unpredictability of it.
You go with the flow.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what you gotta do. Yeah.
I don't know. Nick, do you ever get like that where you just kind of have to be like, fuck it?
I feel like it's every day for me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm locked in. It's just like the life I live. It's just like I have to kind of commit to things, right? Like, like at work, whether it's like I go past all the cashiers, I say yo to one. Guess what? I'm going down the line and saying yo to everyone else.
Yo, yo, yo.
Literally, that's literally how I'm like yo, 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 yo.
You should bring a yo-yo.
Just, it's just, it's if it's doing that, if it's, I don't know. It's just like I feel like I always have to do that constantly in my life, whether I'm talking to somebody, whether I'm doing this, whether I'm doing that. If I'm watching something, if I'm not watching, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like that's every freaking day for me.
I wonder, like, when you had this mentality switch.
I want to say, it wasn't directly after high school, but it was, like, after high school. I just, like, I think I hated high school so much. Well, school in general, not just high school, but...
No, you liked your broadcasting school.
Yeah, well, yeah, but that was, again, I was older then.
True.
Like, I was out of, like, high school, like, I was just kind of like, bleh, bleh, like, I don't want to be here, like, and that, affected my mentality. It affected this, affected that. But then, I got out of high school. I got to meet some cool people. I kind of, I guess, figured out who I am, and... and this is apparently what's become, it's just like, it's that excitable, fun, but can be serious. I don't even know. I'm just kind of a random person. I feel like I'm just random. Like what, like,
this is Nick, take it or leave it.
Like I walk up to somebody and I say, yo, and they're like, and I'm like, what's good? And then, they say something and be like, oh, damn, you doing that? And just go like this. And they're like, why? Would you walk up to somebody and after they say something, you're like, oh, damn. Would you do that?
No, but if you did it, I'd probably join in.
I'm sure. But it's just like I don't know. Like, it's so weird. And like, there was another time where I was like, so that softball group I have, we have a chat, and somebody was like, this is the boringest chat ever, because, none of us really talk, because who cares? And
yeah,
then,
you just talk about when the next game is.
And I was just like, what? Do you want me to talk about Hannah Montana? Because I was literally watching Hannah Montana at the time. And 100%, I bet you $1 million, a lot of those people thought that was a joke.
Yeah, they're like, wow, how did you come up with that?
But, and, they're, it's a small joke with a couple people now, but it's like, do they actually know I was watching it? I don't even know.
Hey, but now it's an inside joke.
It could be, but it's just, you know what I mean? Like, how many people would joke about that, then actually turn around and are 28 years old and are happily watching Hannah Montana for like the third time since it's come on Disney Plus?
I mean, I don't think that's as strange as you probably think it is.
I agree with you, but I don't know that many people. Like, sometimes I feel like I'm so immature then I meet people who are my age, and I'm like, God, how am maybe I am a little more mature. But you know, it was just kind of like I was thinking about that, like that incident. Well, it's not really an incident, but moment. I don't know. And I was just kind of like, at the end of the day, you know, like that's me. You know, it's just like, I get it. Like it's just me. Like why would I be any different? You know, people watching all these shows like Bridgerton.
Hey, don't crap on Bridgerton.
What's popular these days? I don't even know.
Make fun of maybe like a murder mystery things. It's like, why watch
But I
something
love
scary?
Only Murders in the Building.
Oh, that was good. No, but
That was good.
Like, it was brilliant. But I heard Cara Delevingne or whatever her name is going to be Selena's new love interest.
Okay. Anyway,
I just don't like her.
Fair enough.
Nothing. Apparently they used to date, so I was like, that's gonna be interesting.
Adorable.
But
I love Selena Gomez, but like it's just like you know, people watching that talking about that, and then I'm just sitting here watching Hannah Montana. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, why not?
Yeah, why not? Exactly. Like, there's no reason to feel bad about doing something that you like and makes you feel better, and obviously is fantastic. Like, who doesn't love Hannah Montana?
But is it also hard to not feel bad about it though?
I think if you give it too much thought.
Sure, but like, I don't know, sometimes I feel awkward about saying it. You know, like, oh, what are you watching right now? It's like, well, maybe I don't want to necessarily mention Hannah Montana right now.
Is this to like women or to men?
Anyone.
Really? I feel like to like a girl to girl, not weird at all. I could maybe see like a man being like, "Hey, dude, you watch I'm watching Hannah Montana right now," to another man. Yeah, I could see them being kind of like, "Huh?" Especially since you're like the sports guy. They like, you don't see that coming. You think Nick's gonna be like, "I'm watching the Lions game." If the Lions game's on, I know 100% you're gonna be watching that instead of Hannah Montana. But
Can't
still.
Wait. Yeah, it's true. No, it's true. It's true. I don't know. It's just like, but even like a girl, like there's, I don't know. Like, I'd have to know the girl to kind of bring it up that way. But like I don't know. There's some girls who are my age, or you know, like just a little older, or you're a little younger, whatever it is. And it's like, who knows? Like, this person could be more sophisticated. You know what I mean? Like, watching these things, and it's kind of like, well. But then I always just kind of come back, and I'm like, wait, like, this is me. Like, if I ever started dating this girl or hanging out with this person, like, you know, like, what, like they're gonna figure it out.
Right?
I watch Hannah Montana and all these other Disney shows that we all used to watch.
Yeah, like, I'm gonna quote these shows, and I hope that you're gonna understand where these references are from.
Right, so, like, I just, like, finished Hannah Montana again on Wednesday, and I have a point later in this episode, because it's not what this is about. This is not about Hannah Montana.
This is not a Hannah Montana episode.
But I'm kind of looking for a new show, so I put on like filler shows, you know, like shows that I know, but I can always turn off and come back to whatever. So I flipped on a little Phineas and Ferb. It's like, oh, it's been a while. I don't mind watching a couple Phineas and Ferbs. Fuck, I know that show.
How does it end?
I'm listening not lyrics, but like lines like before they even happen. It's great. I love it. But watch the show and figure out how to. I'm not gonna tell you. But it's a great ending. I loved it. I cried.
I need to watch that ending and Gravity Falls again because I don't remember them.
Oh my god, yes. Anyway, I don't know. It's just like I just think like, and it's not just me. I feel like a lot of people have a trouble with, you know, thinking like it's me, and they come to, I mean, not lying, but, you know, like stretching the truth a bit, or, you know, like, you know, trying to pretend there's somebody else or something like that. But like, why do you think we have that in our heads? And like, has culture created that? Because I mean, like, you know, like culture created, we're supposed to watch this. If you weren't watching this, what were you doing, kind of thing? Or, you know, like
yeah, exactly. Like you're supposed to be watching Big Brother right now.
Yeah. What the I don't even know what that show's about.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a helping service where you go help little children who don't have brothers and you go bowling with them.
I mean, that is a thing. You're right. That's like the service. I'm talking about the TV show.
Right. Like, I know it's a show now, but for a long time, I had no idea.
You're like, oh, I'm
And
going to
it's
go watch Big Brother. You're like, oh. Okay, cool.
You do that. You do that. Have fun. But, like, I don't know. I just feel like you need to be everything. Like, I'm into everything that's not in, except sports.
Are
But
you
sports
a
isn't
hipster,
really in.
Nick?
I feel like I'm like the worst of everything. I'm the worst hipster. I'm that sports guy that like, I'm like the worst sports guy, you know what I mean? I'm not like bro dude sports guy. I'm just a guy that really likes sports.
Honestly, that is a good way to describe you. Because I have had someone, like, when I tell them that, like, yeah, Nick loves sports, they're like, oh, he's like a sports bro. And I'm like, no, he's not like that, though. Like, it's hard.
Yeah.
You're not an easy person to classify. But it's hard getting to the point where you're okay with that, right?
Mhm.
Like, it doesn't just, you wake up one day and you're like, I'm happy with everything.
Yeah.
You know, you have to work towards it.
Well, no, for sure. And, like, I definitely remember in high school, you know, like, despite, like, I think I was always like this in high school. Like, I still wore what I wanted to and did what I wanted. But at the same time, it was like, it's more a reputation that I wanted to keep. You know, like, I was a cool guy. I wore cool clothes and I liked sports. But, you know, as I grew up, it was just kind of like, there's no reputation to keep. Like, my reputation is whatever it is. I don't know what my reputation is. I feel like it's a good one. But, like, I don't know. And what point? Yeah, you're right. Like, we're trying so hard. I didn't wake up one day and was just like, I'm great the way I am. Let's go.
Yeah, and I don't think anyone but the guy from Parks and Rec is truly like that. You know, like, I think people work towards that, absolutely, and get to that point. But everyone struggles, whether it's with your looks, if it's with how you reacted to a cringy situation, if it's your confidence, if it's your leadership skills.
Yeah.
Right? Like, for me, something super kind of dumb and trivial today is I was kind of thinking about, you know, how I want to look for my wedding day. I was looking at myself and I was like, what the hey? I have a new mole on my face. And I got super bummed out. I was like, I'm 26 years old. I'm finally at a place where I'm happy with the way I look. And then, boom, I get a new mole on my face. That's not me anymore.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I know that sounds really trivial, but it's something new to my face that's not going to go away. I'm probably only going to get more. I wear sunscreen, so don't come at me.
Yeah.
But it's just one of those things. It's like, I'm going to start over again for the look department of being happy with that mole on my face.
No, fair enough. It's a change and an unexpected one for sure, especially where you've gotten. But I think looks is also a thing because I mean we all know like the story of glow ups and all that stuff, and I think we did an episode on that. You know, and finally being okay with yourself and your body, and I think that's another part about, you know, just being you, is that finding that place where you're okay in what you look like, you know, what kind of a beard you can grow, what kind of eyelashes you have, what kind of t-shirt you're wearing. And I kind of had a similar thought clothing wise. I mean, today, like, you know, I was walking to the mall, get some mall food. I didn't make lunch today. Bought that before this podcast. But you know, and I walked past American Eagle, which, you know, when we were younger was like the shit. And now they're kind of clothes I actually like now. Like it's a place I'd go to for not like serious fashion wear, but like fashion wear, you know what I mean? Like a button-up t-shirt or something like that.
Yeah, honestly, I always find that like I cycle through places, I'm like, oh, that actually is some cute stuff again.
Yeah,
like
actually,
I didn't like it for a couple of years, but
you come
now
back,
it's doing okay.
Yeah, so, you know, I was walking past the store and, you know, they're like, oh, we got all the summer looks and everything. And I was just kind of like visualizing like a total, like, I don't want to say like transformation, but like a style outlook. You know what I mean? Like I would, you know, you know my, what do I wear, Krysta?
Hat, t-shirt, always round neck t-shirt. I don't think I've ever seen you in a V-neck shirt. Ever. And then you prefer like basketball shorts or long shorts, or jeans. And it's the same jeans that have a perfect pocket for your wallet. It's like kind of outlined that way.
Yeah, the phone as well.
Yeah.
But you're right. That's literally me. But I was just thinking, I was like, what if I bought a button-down or like button-down t-shirt that goes over one of my t-shirts.
Oh, like a collared shirt or like that?
Yeah, like a collared button-up shirt.
Yeah.
But it's like a t-shirt. And then I wear like gray shorts with not my black Nike running shoes. And the hat is backwards.
Whoa. Do it.
It would have to be the right hat, though. I have things about the hat. But, you know, it was just kind of like, it was a thought process. I was like, you know, like, am I in a place where I'm necessarily okay? And that I think stemmed from somebody who said, like, she's a close friend. She's an amazing person. Don't get me wrong. But, you know, she's like, oh, maybe if you wore different clothes, you know, more girls would be interested.
Oh.
And I sat there for 1 second.
I love how everyone speculates why people are single. Because it's when you know someone, it is quite baffling, right? You're like, this person's great.
Yeah.
And, like, the person themselves are like, I know, like...
What do you want me to do?
Yeah, like, what do you want me to do about it? So I just think it's always funny when people comment on it. It's like, you haven't been single in a while.
Yeah. So, and I thought about it for, like, 2 seconds, and I'm like, I could wear something else, but I just replied to them, and I'm just like, if they don't fucking like what I wear or what I look like, fuck them. Like, what can I do, right? Like, this is what I like to wear. This is what I like to do. So why, if the person doesn't like that, why would I get into that?
Yeah, like, this is what I wear day to day.
Yeah.
And yeah, maybe I'll buy 1 or 2 nice outfits. And yes, like, I hope that, like, Nick, you wear your nice hat on a date, like, to go pick up a girl. Right? Like, the one that isn't worn through type of thing. But again, like, you're going to be wearing the same thing every day after. Like, it's not like you're always going to wear the button up and the gray shorts. Like, that's not going to be Nick every single day. And same with that girl.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I'm wearing sweatpants right now. Nothing wrong with that.
No, it's great. Like, I don't know. I feel like I just like keep coming back. Like, you know, like, and it's something I kind of have to remind myself. Just like, you know what, you're you, and if you like you, that's good enough.
Yeah, and life isn't like what's that movie? Oh, I forget what it is. But essentially, you don't have a makeover, and then all of a sudden your life changes.
Right. Yeah.
Like, that's not real life. Sometimes, yes, maybe you do get a confidence boost because if you look good, feel good is definitely a thing. 100%. Right?
100.
But that's the most important part. Feel good.
Yeah.
Right? Just because I feel confident in leather pants, and I feel fine in them, doesn't mean someone else is.
No, 100%.
Right? They may feel more self-conscious.
Be like, exactly. Somebody could see those leather pants and just be like, "Why?"
Yeah, exactly. Like,
you
what
don't
is
have
the
the
point?
butt for it.
Which isn't true, but you know.
I'm sure you look great in leather pants.
Thank you.
But that somebody could just think that, you know what I mean? Like, somebody that could be somebody's thought process for it, and you know, fuck them. Don't let them get you down.
Yeah, honestly, but I think it's hard because social media and growing up in that age of things definitely contributes to that, right? Because you look at these things and you think people are like that all the time, right? Oh, look at that outfit she's wearing. I love that. you know what? She wore that once, then threw it away.
Yeah.
You know, fast fashion.
It was a costume.
Yeah, it was a costume essentially.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Whereas most people, you have to wear that more than once. You go to a job that you have to wear a certain type of uniform or dress a certain way for. So it doesn't really make sense to buy a bunch of things that you can't wear to work.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah.
Right?
Well, it's another thing too. Like, yeah, I go to work every day. Like, am I supposed to like change my look as I put my orange apron over top of that look? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, and you're working at like a hardware store. Like,
yeah, no,
you're not going to be wearing a suit.
No, I'm going to be wearing my black shorts with a t-shirt.
Yeah, and like, just to kind of circle back to like what that woman said, I mean, I do know girls that when I was younger, their goal was to date someone in a suit.
Right.
But that meant because they were looking for someone who had a specific job, more so.
Yeah. Like, who's to say I can't pull off a suit? My suit game is strong.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just doesn't happen very often. Because it doesn't need to happen very often.
Yeah. Exactly. And like realistically, unless you're working on like downtown Vancouver core in real estate or finance, you probably don't need to wear a suit every day.
And I don't know who would want to wear a suit every day. Like, honestly, like, I like wearing one, don't get me wrong, but God, you know, like when I do it for my hockey broadcast, like 4 hours, I'm good. Get me back in my basketball shorts.
I never understood in the summer. I was like, bro,
no.
I understand you're not wearing a suit jacket, but how are you not sweating through that?
Yeah. Yes, I know that feeling very well.
Yeah, like us ladies, we're lucky. Like, we get to wear the shorter skirts and like basically like the long line tank top if we like want to do that. And
it works perfectly.
Yeah, absolutely. We look great.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know how you don't just stay. You know, like, it's just hard to be you, but it's also not that hard just to be you. You like what you like. I think it's more of a mental thing. Yeah,
but I think it's hard to get there. Because, like, for me, I feel like I've only really had this revelation in the last little bit because I'm like, I'm getting married and, like, I want to be happy with my life. Yeah. And I need to be happy with myself first before I build a life with someone else.
Sure. Makes sense.
Right? But, again, I go on social media because I'm like, TikTok, great wedding inspo. And then there's these trends that are just so toxic in the way that it's like, show me a photo of when you thought you were fat and then show me a photo now. And it's like a photo of someone when they're like in grade 12 or they're like 16 years old to a 25-year-old. Yeah. Like, yeah, your body's not the same. You're a woman. You were a teenager.
Yeah.
Right? Like, no. And, like, I get they're saying that, like, oh, you wish you knew type of situation. But that's so toxic, right? Because people look at that and you're like, I don't look like either of those photos. And then you spiral.
Well, exactly. And it's definitely a mentality. Like, there was this girl at work today. She's beautiful. Like, she is a beautiful person. And, you know, she was saying she kind of felt fat per se. And she's like, oh, I just feel like, you know, fat and unhealthy. And I'm looking at her. I'm just like, what? Like, are you talking about? Like, you know, I was just telling her, I was like, you look amazing. Like, what do you, like, it's a feeling. I get it. Like, just because I don't necessarily see it doesn't mean they don't feel it. Mm-hmm. They could feel that way. And it's absolutely the right thing. But I think it's about getting out of that mentality, whether that takes somebody to tell you, like, no, you're not. Oh, I don't know what you're saying. Or, you know, it is going and working out and making it feel like something's getting better, whether it did or not.
I think that's almost it, Nick. I think you have to make that mental switch to, I'm going to do it anyways just to make myself feel better. Like, more focusing on the feel of it than the look of it. Because when someone says that, like, oh, I feel fat, it's a much different thing than I feel unhealthy.
Right.
For sure. If you're saying they feel unhealthy, then that's like, okay, what can we do about that?
Mm-hmm. How do we fix that? Yeah.
Yeah, like how can we help? Like, do you need help coming up with a better, like, do you go for walks every day? Try to figure that stuff out.
No, for sure.
But it's so sensitive too, because like as a guy, you can't really necessarily say that.
No, that's true.
And girl to girl, unless you're on that level, not really.
Yeah, you got to be like the bestest of friends.
Yeah,
and be
you gotta
honest.
you gotta be friends at least.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm not saying that this person's looking for attention in any way.
No. She's not.
They're obviously friends with you, and they just wanted to talk about how they were feeling.
Yeah. Yeah. But I don't know. I just was like, what do you like? Positive affirmations really is what I'm doing. But it's just like it's tough. But again, I think it just kind of circles back to like you have to be happy with you, no matter what you are. I get it. There's points where you're not happy. You improve it, but you're always you. That like every single point. That maybe when you were bigger when you were younger, and you turn to this like I was a bigger kid when I was younger. Like literally when I saw like a former high school teacher is like, wow, have you lost weight? And I was like, what? I did?
Also like a weird comment.
Yeah, I don't know. It was odd. But anyway, I was just kind of like I don't know, like it's a mentality, because like I didn't even notice. I guess if I look back at pictures, I kind of see it. But it's just, it was still me. Like I didn't care then, and I don't care what I looked like then. Like it happened, whatever. Like at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Still
no,
me.
I get that. Like I've talked about this before on the podcast where I wanted to be like an Instagram influencer for like 2 weeks in the summer one year, and I posted daily, but like me being just outrageously like didn't care what I looked like in my bikini, being weird in the summertime.
Yeah.
And it's just like, wow, I was unapologetically me. Love that for her.
Love that for you. Absolutely.
Never would do that now, but why?
Right. That girl, she was on fire.
Yeah, that girl. I need to get that back somehow a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think that's also realizing that, like, you are changing, right? Like, evolving as a person. And it doesn't mean you can't change things about yourself if you don't like them.
Of course.
But it's also realizing that, like, hey, there's certain things, hey, like, that's not going to change. Like, I'm an emotional person. That's not going to change.
No.
What I've been able to do about it is communicate about it. And, hey, I might cry for no reason right now. You didn't do anything you didn't do anything to cause this. That's just me.
It's going to happen, and you just embrace it.
Yeah, exactly. But it's not a problem because, communicated it.
Yeah, we made sure there is something happening here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But it's so hard. I think the one thing that still I get caught up on that you brought up earlier, Nick, is like the awkward situations. I still wake up in the middle of the night being like, oh God, why did I do that? Or like I'm having a shower and you're like, oh God.
Yeah. No, I think we all have that. You did it like 12 years ago and you're like, why am I remembering that?
Yeah.
And why is that still awkward?
Right? And the thing is, they probably don't remember.
Oh, there have been times where I brought it up and they're like, is that a dream or something? And I'm like,
right?
Maybe.
Unless it was like a very significant moment, most likely they don't remember.
No. Talking to me like, I don't have a good memory, so.
Oh, yeah. Like, sometimes I get flashbacks to, like, the first time I met my fiance's, like, best friend and we all hung out together. And I remember saying something just dumb. Like, just straight up, like, what? Like, I think I was trying to be funny or something.
Right, yeah.
And I'm so happy that neither one of them remember because they're boys and, like, of course they thought nothing of it. But I wake up and I'm like, oh, God, I hope they don't bring that up at the wedding. Like...
True.
Just moments like that.
True. That, I mean, fair, but that's like a rare instance, you know what I mean? Like, how many people are you going to have that awkward moment with and they're going to be at your wedding, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't happen all the time. Like, I'm sure it's not quite as rare as I might be thinking right now, but like still like the odds of it happening are pretty slim.
Yeah. I hate when like the awkward moment stuff happens like with a boss or someone. I think that's like the ones that I have a harder time living down because I'm the type of person that I want to make a good impression so badly.
Yeah.
That with like authority figures of some sort that it just it burns. Whereas like if it's someone my age or someone that's in a similar position as me, I'm like, it's okay. Like we all make mistakes, we all mess up.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of my thought. It's just like I hate doing the fake shit. Like to the like being like ever present and helping all these people or doing these things, looking real busy while that boss is walking around. And then when you talk to them, you're like, oh, yeah, no, good. I love this. Blah, 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 blah. No. I'm just going to be like, yo, what's up, man? How's it going, dog? And you fist bump. And
how often do you actually call them dog?
My like district manager?
Yeah.
Every time I see him.
Oh, my gosh. This is what I'm talking about. Unapologetically you. Don't know anyone else who would do that.
My district manager says, I feel awkward every time you say that shit. Or not my district, my direct supervisor. She's always like, she sees me doing that. She's like, Nick, you make me want to die every single time.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Like, it's just like, I don't know, but yeah, that's just me.
You're like, and what do you want me to do about it?
Like, well, what? Like, he's my dog. I'm going to say that.
And also, like, now you're so far in that if you stopped, it'd be weird.
It would be weird, right? And actually, what was it? A couple weeks ago, he was in, and he was giving a nice award to one of our good lot associates. He's a great guy. I love David. And, he's like, it couldn't be better. And I turned the corner right as he said that, and he looked up, and I guess he saw me. He's like, couldn't be better unless you were Nick. And I'm just like, fuck. I turn around and I'm just like, God damn, fuck my dog. And I just walked away.
See, but now he remembers you and knows who you are, right? I'm sure like your district manager doesn't know every single person that works at your location.
True.
Right? Like, you made an impression.
Just by being unapologetically me.
I don't know.
I love it. I love you. I love me. I love you. If you're not watching the video, I pointed at you. So assuming you're listening to this, I'm pointing at you.
Wow. I hope you feel that.
You should.
Okay.
I don't say that to just anybody.
Nick, I feel like you need to give some pointers on how to develop this mind shift.
What?
Because you're just seem like, yeah, like I'm getting there. But you're there.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like it's partly me. Like, I think I have to thank my mother a little bit for this. She kind of has a bit of that, like, don't care attitude. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, Mama Tori.
It happens. I'm the shit. So whatever.
Yeah, she is.
So it's like, I don't know. So I think a bit of it's inherent. But I think it's just like, it's finding that love and appreciation for you and appreciating what you like, because I think a lot of people try things because other people like them, which is a good thing to do. I'm not saying don't do that, but I'm saying also know what you love and tell people, you know what I mean? Like we've talked about it before, like with Taylor Swift and everything, like long time I kept her not in a closet, but like I did not talk about it. It was just kind of like if it was brought up, I might say, oh, yeah, I like a couple of her songs.
Yeah, but now you're a Swiftie.
But, like, I'm a legit Swiftie now, and it's kind of like, and anybody knows. Post that shit on my Instagram, Twitter, whatever. It's Taylor Swift. Like, I think it's kind of fun. If you can find something like that maybe was a guilty pleasure, as you say, which I don't think there are any guilty pleasures. I think it's not a guilty pleasure if you like it. You like it.
I feel like I have to disagree with the guilty pleasure thing because there's something about drinking an energy drink in the public. I feel like it's just people look at you a different way.
I see it all the time, though. from every walks of life. I see dudes in suits drinking their Monster Energy drink. I see somebody at Home Depot at 7 a.m. drinking their Monster Energy drink. I see that person at Starbucks drinking their Starbucks and their Red Bull.
Wow, like, that person's going through it.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like I don't know. I don't think that's a guilty pleasure. I just think that's, you use it. You need it. It's like, find something why it's not a guilty pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
You need it. You need it that day. That day you're just really tired. You didn't get a lot of sleep. You didn't sleep well. I just need a little kick in the pants.
That is true.
You know what I mean?
And it honestly became a bit of my personality when we had co-ops at my work. They were like, "You're the girl who drinks Monster Energies." Sure.
You know, take it and run.
Right? I was like, I don't know if that's a good thing, but I'll go with it.
Well, that's what I mean, and I guess that's important. You know, like embrace that. Like, maybe you didn't intend on that happening, and you can always change it if you just don't drink them anymore. People are gonna forget, but you know, it's just like if somebody gives you a role, embrace it. Be that person. Be like, hell yeah, I'm that person.
Okay, so you're saying double down, essentially.
Hell yes, that's a really good way to put it. Double down.
Double down on life.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, if you like something, like it, enjoy it. Why not? You like it, right?
Yeah, as long as it doesn't hurt anyone. Go ahead.
Well, yeah, as long as you're not like murdering people, I guess. But
that got so dark.
I'm just saying, like, you're you. I think you're an amazing person. You should, because you're you. You can't, like...
No one else is you.
Like, why would you try to change things about you that are you? There is someone out there who loves you for who you are. Whether as a friend, significant other, parent, kid, like, they love that about you. You may not, you might feel like you don't like that, and that's fair. If you want to change it, go ahead. But I bet you there's somebody out there that likes that exact thing that you want to get rid of.
Yes. One thing I've learned about TikTok is that no one has had an original thought ever.
Sure feels like it, honestly.
Okay, you know what I mean. I don't mean it, but like when you think you've thought of weird shit, someone else has thought that too.
No, exactly. Like, that one thought that you had that you thought about while you were in bed going to sleep, but you're thinking, God, I'll never say that to anybody. Then you see it on TikTok and you're like, huh, weird.
Right? I'm like, I don't feel so alone.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody has the same thought. It's weird. It's a weird thing.
It is a weird thing.
But you're you. We love you. We stand.
Yeah, we do. Love you guys.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that brings us to questions of the week.
Wow. That was something.
Unapologetically me.
Exactly.
That's basically what you've given me permission for now.
I love it.
Okay, Nick. We have 2 questions.
Oh my God! Look at that.
Do you have any? Did you pick out any?
I'm looking right now. No, my friends let me down today.
Okay, not to worry. Do you want the fun one first or the silly one first? The silly one's short.
Silly one.
The silly one is: are Cheetos considered chips?
No.
I think they're considered a snack.
I guess what classifies as a chip is a crispy potato.
Yeah.
Or if you're in England, a French fry.
Yeah. So still potato based.
Is Cheeto a potato?
No.
What is it?
I think it's like a Cheez-It. It's more like bread.
Like it's just like a puffed up cheese?
Yeah, I think it's like bread though.
Oh yeah, actually that makes sense. No, I wouldn't classify that as a chip. Like, I wouldn't say, if I wanted Cheetos, I wouldn't say like grab a bag of chips, grab Cheetos. I'd honestly just say like grab some Cheetos.
Right? Like I feel like Cheetos are its own classification.
Yeah.
Like Cheetos are cheesies, like you're gonna classify that.
Yeah, like a chip is a chip. Like if I said chips, I wouldn't expect you to bring Cheetos. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that. I do.
It's a potato thing.
Okay.
No.
I think we answered that one.
Yes. Yes, we did.
Okay. Nick and Krysta, what's something interesting that we don't know about either of you?
We just had a whole podcast kind of talking about us.
Oof. I mean, Nick and I diverge a lot on here.
I know. Like, what don't you know about us? What's an interesting fact? I'm trying to think of like something like interesting I do that I don't necessarily tell everybody. Like my interesting fact usually is I have a podcast. Well, you're listening
such a
to it.
cop-out.
So, what is a fact about me?
I'll try to say one. Spencer and I have a mantra that we say every morning and every night, and we have continued to do this since for like over 6 months now.
Wow.
Yeah, we're almost at a year of doing it, so I'm pretty proud of us. Like that's
awesome.
like a pretty like long-standing thing, and we're pretty good about if one of us like is so tired and goes to bed before the other person will like say it or like wake the other person up to do it.
Can we ask what the mantra is?
No.
Dang.
I'm so sorry. I can't say that shit out loud to the world. I know we're talking about being unapologetically you, but
no, I get it. There are some things that you just do on your own. What's an interesting fact? Does it have to be like a now fact?
Nope. Could be like an old one.
This is, I think, semi-common knowledge about me. If you watched one of my videos on YouTube, and I probably brought it up on this podcast at some point in time. But when I was younger, I had like sports leagues. Like, and not like those, like, it was like literally imaginary sports leagues. Like, if I went to a drawer right now, I would fill out this folder that has every single goddamn team I ever made with random players who were not real. And I did full schedules of all these sports. Hockey, football.
Imagine having this much time. Damn.
Soccer, in like I was a kid. I could do anything I wanted. And yeah. If you're wondering, I was the star quarterback.
100% you were.
And if it was hockey, I was a star right winger. Never lost. Pretty good.
I mean, yeah, you made the team.
And now that I'm older, I've transferred into coaching. I am now coach. Just kidding. I don't do that shit anymore.
I was going to say, I was like, you still do this? Why haven't I seen it?
No.
Did you keep any of that stuff? That's so cool.
Do you want me to go get it right now?
You did keep it? Oh my god, that's awesome.
I have it. It's in my drawer.
Oh my god, that's awesome. Yeah, you better keep that for like when you have kids one day, or like just
that's the plan.
When you're feeling sad.
Look back. This is my childhood.
Yeah. Look at the hopes and dreams.
Look at the... I bet if I should show that to prospective broadcasting people. Be able to go, look!
Look at this love for sports.
And I also played the games, if you're wondering.
Love it.
And I broadcasted the games. Not on camera, to myself.
Love it.
Yeah. That's, I guess, a fun fact about me.
Yeah, those are both pretty good fun facts.
They are. They are. I like yours.
Yeah, I like that question.
Know. I have the question for you, but I'll never get it. Anyway.
I think that brings us to recommendations of the week. You're supposed
recommendations of the week. You ask. We don't answer because this isn't questions. I did this last week, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I was going to say, Nick, you're supposed to say the thing.
We recommend things to do, watch, see, listen, vibe, chill, see, drive.
I think vibe and chill are new ones. I like it.
Okay. Try to get a new word in it every week, right? Like
yeah, see what fits and flows well.
See what comes to it. Yeah. Krysta, would you like to go first?
Yes. I'd like to recommend watching Inkheart with Brendan Fraser in it.
Inkheart, like that one book from like years ago, like years and years and years ago from like elementary school times that everybody fucking wanted to read. I still remember I put my name on a wait list. I never got the call. Didn't really care about it, but everybody was reading it, so I wanted to read it.
Yeah.
And
that's the one.
There's a movie that they released, I think a long time ago.
Yeah, back in like 2007 or something.
Why?
Because I watched it recently and I just had all these great memories of exactly that. My sister, my mom, and I, we would listen to it on cassette tapes, like an audiobook, essentially, back in the day.
Okay.
We'd listen to it on cassette tapes and we finished it, and then the movie came out, and the movie was so different from the book, but in such a great way. And you know, Brendan Fraser, amazing.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
He's a great actor, went through some hard times. He deserves support. And like he made our childhoods. Not honestly the best movie, but it was like
a good movie.
It was like a good movie to watch if you want to watch kind of like something without having to pay too much attention. If you get what I'm putting down. If you have an hour and a half and don't feel like watching TV shows and want to watch a movie, do that.
Yeah, fair enough. I love it.
Yeah, it's my recommendation. What's yours?
I love it. Okay, so we're swinging back to the music category for Nick. Because the band I'm seeing on Thursday released a new album last Friday.
Oh, wow. Are they going to play any of it on tour, do you know?
I think they're playing a few songs. Not the songs I necessarily want, but I like the whole album, so it doesn't really matter. But they, you might have seen my reaction video. It's called Fear, but like F.E.A.R. Basically, fuck everything and run is what it's called. And by Stand Atlantic, it's just so good, so good. Like everything, like they had released about 5 songs prior to the release of the album. And those were all like really good, like Pity Party and Hair Out, Death Wish, Switchblade, and Molotov.
Wow,
Okay.
These are dark names.
But like songs that I recently heard, like Van Gogh, is so good. I just love the lyrics. Like, she just says, "Should I pull a Van Gogh because I'd do anything to shut you up?" Like, it's just so good.
Oh, damn.
Blood Clot's pretty good. XO's pretty good. My favorite is like Cabin Fever. That song is fucking amazing. But anyway, Fear by Stand Atlantic. It's so good. Like I said, I'll be seeing it live on Thursday. It's just such a good album. If you like punk rock, that's the album for you. So good. So good. Listen to it, Krysta, and everyone.
Okay, I'll listen to at least one song for you. I can't guarantee the full album.
I need to pick the song for you because I feel like if you choose the wrong one, it'll go poorly.
Yeah, you have to be specific for me.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, thanks for listening.
We'll be back at it again with more Discontinued Gravy next week.
Talk to you later.
Peace.